Hey, what's going on, everyone? Misha Wilson here, coming at you from my home here on the beautiful island of Maui, Hawaii, for another episode of Marketing with Misha. Now, in today's episode, we're going to cover a little bit of a controversial topic, and I'm going to go there on something that I said I wasn't going to go there on. So essentially, the question here today is from one of my students who's involved in the Bitcoin game, and they more or less just kind of asked me, what's my take on the whole Bitcoin, cryptocurrency movement that's going on right now, just kind of more or less in our marketplace and in general in the world. So firstly, I am not a financial advisor. Don't take this as, professional advice from a financial advisor, but really what I'll say about the whole Bitcoin thing and just generally cryptocurrencies is that I don't have anything against them at a core level. I don't know enough about it to truly judge it and to truly say whether it's the right thing or the wrong thing to invest in, and to truly really kind of more or less believe what I say when it comes whether that's the right thing or the wrong thing. I have gut feelings about it. But with that said, I personally believe the single biggest issue when it comes to Bitcoin, when it comes to all the various cryptocurrencies, and when it comes to just kind of more or less how it's kind of taken off within our marketplace and within our industry. You probably see something new pop up every single day on your Facebook newsfeed. My single biggest problem with it is that I personally believe that 99% of everybody who's actually getting involved in the Bitcoin game, who's getting involved with actually trading, who's getting involved with purchasing Bitcoin, is really looking for the solution that allows them to do nothing and make a bunch of money, to invest in something, to sit back and watch that investment, multiply and multiply and multiply over and over and over again without having to learn skill sets, without having to invest in yourself, without having to better yourself as an entrepreneur, without having to really kind of more or less be an individual who brings more value to a given marketplace, and without really kind of more or less at a core level having to do anything. And if you've studied the marketplace, our specific marketplace, the opportunity marketplace, much at all, you probably know that at a core level, that's really what most of the people in the opportunity marketplace want. They want the ability to get signed up with something, not have to do anything, to invest in some money in something, and then kick back and watch that thing do all the work for them while they kind of more or less, sit back on a beach, drink a couple of beers, and smoke a joint and watch the cash roll in, right? And the truth of the matter is that never happens. The truth of the matter is that it's extremely rare to get involved with something, and it's just about as rare as seeing a unicorn fly by behind me on this cloudy day here on the beautiful island of Maui, Hawaii, right? It just simply doesn't happen. I don't know one single entrepreneur who's really kind of more or less created wealth within their business, within their entrepreneurial journey, by getting started with something at the right time and kind of more or less sitting back and watching, the cash fly in. Now, with that said, I do think that there's probably a very, 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 very small percentage of people who have really taken the time to learn about Bitcoin, who have really taken the time to learn about the whole blockchain process, who have really taken the time to learn about the entire ecosystem as a whole. And I do think for those entrepreneurs who have truly taken the time to learn it inside and out, like myself, I've spent 2 or 3 years learning marketing, actually longer than that, 3 or 4 years, just completely and totally immersed in learning marketing. I believe there's a small percentage of people who have spent the last 3 or 4 years of their life working, 12 to 14 hours per day, bettering themselves and learning about the cryptocurrency marketplace so they could capitalize on it. I do believe that those individuals can capitalize on it. And I do believe, just like with anything else, there is an opportunity there for you if you're willing to learn skill sets, if you're willing to learn the tools of the trade, and if you're willing to kind of more or less invest in yourself with your time and your money in order to get better as an investor, in order to go ahead and create profits in that kind of more or less environment. But I think the biggest issue at a core level is that 99% of people, whether they want to admit it to themselves or not, they're looking for something for nothing. They're looking for the system to do all the work for them. They're looking for, that ability to invest in something and then sit back and watch the cash roll in. And that's when a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money. That's when a lot of people are going to, kind of get ripped off by a lot of people, most likely. And just at a core level, I've never seen anything good come of that mindset. So really my thought process on it is that there's opportunity there, I'm sure. It could be the wave of the future. I don't know. I haven't studied enough about it to say whether or not I truly believe it's the wave of the future, but I don't think it would be taking off the way it's taking off right now if it didn't have that huge hook of being able to invest in something and sit back and watch the cash roll in, without doing anything while you kick back on a beach and drink a couple of beers. I think that's the huge enticement behind it. That's what's bringing so many people in so quickly. And I think at a core level, that's what's fundamentally wrong with, a lot of people who make up the marketplace and the industry as a whole. And I think that's what leads to so many people failing within their online business. So what I'd say is that there's opportunity, but you have to be willing to invest in yourself. You have to be willing to learn skill sets. You have to be willing to treat it like an actual real business. And if you do that, if you take your time, do the due diligence, and really do your research like, a very small percentage of the people are out there, chances are you can make some money with Bitcoin. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. So with that said, that's my take on the whole cryptocurrency movement. And for more information about myself, head over to MishaWilson.com. And if you have a question for me on marketing, sales, influence, how to get traffic to your website, whatever it may be, go ahead and submit your question there under the Marketing with Misha section, and we'll get to it as quickly as humanly possible. With that said, I appreciate all you guys. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you've got value, and I'll talk with you all very soon.